guys. Hey. I'm gonna do a Q&A. So I've actually had quite a poopy day. I've been really anxious. Been really anxious in lockdown, so I thought this would cheer me up. It's like me chatting to you guys. Oh, there's my phone. Okay, so question number 1. Why did your sister move out? Oh, we just hated living together. We didn't get on, we were gonna quit the Mandevillesisters. There's the tea. No, I'm joking. Grace moved out because she moved out with Ryan. They bought a house, got married, they've got a dog. They are just the storybook couple. They are. So that's why Grace moved out. When do you want to have kids? I could have kids now. I could have kids now if I was financially stable, if I had a house, preferably if I was married and if I didn't have crippling anxiety and a fear of everyday life. I would have kids now. I can't have kids now because I live in my parents' house. I would like to be married. I loved Grace and Ryan's wedding so much, and I just want to have that day. I feel like if I started having kids, maybe I would put that on a back burner, which would be fine. It wouldn't be the end of the world. Also, I'm so scared of everything. I don't know how. I can barely look after myself some days. I don't know how I'd look after kids. I just don't know how I'd do it. And the whole morning sickness thing, I've got a very big phobia of being sick. You guys know that, so we'll see. What inspired your next book? Oh, this is exciting. So my next book that is out, it's out in ebook at the end of this month, which is super exciting. And then it's out in August in paperback. So what inspired this book? I'm not sure. I don't know. I literally don't know. Where Every Colour of You was very close to home to me, Missing Pieces of Me is just very fictional. I really wanted to explore life as young parents, something I haven't had because they are younger than me and they have a baby girl. I also really wanted to explore a single dad. I don't feel like that's talked about a lot, and obviously Dustin becomes a single dad. And I just also wanted to explore kind of the mystery of working out why some people leave. Some people do leave relationships and they don't say, and people have to follow it. I wanted that sort of mystery. So yeah, I don't know, it was just ideas that blended in my head. And originally it was very different to how it was. So it started from an initial idea and developed into this idea. Same sort of characters, same sort of theme, but not as dark as my initial idea. My initial idea was quite dark. How did you feel when your book came out? What kind of emotions? I felt kind of numb. I know that sounds crazy, but I had been waiting for this moment for so long. So then when I got there, I was just a bit oh, and I've kind of worried, have I peaked? Is this it now? And I think it's amazing that I reached it at 21. That's insane. And I don't think I realised how fortunate I am that I managed to achieve my dream, which was publish a book at 21. But then I realised publishing a book wasn't always what I thought it'd be. I thought I'd walk into stores and I'd just see my book there. And then it was just overwhelming sometimes. And then there was the fear, oh my gosh, what if this is all I can write? What if this is how good I get? And now there's the fear of, will I get another book deal? I don't know. It's a really whole range of emotions, but I have to say, every single time I get a review, my heart just floods. It's the best endorphins ever, just getting a review. Obviously there's some reviews where it's not for people, and some people are really nice, really good critiques, and they're really fair and honest. Obviously there's some that are quite negative, and there's some that sometimes hurt your feelings. But for every single person that just has loved that book, or it's touched them the way it touched me, I think my dream was always, I just can't wait to talk about my characters with people because they've been up here for so long. I compare it you're watching a series on TV and no one else is watching it. And you're obsessed with this series and you just want everybody else to watch it so you can talk to them about it. That's exactly how it felt when my book got published. I was just so excited that I can just talk to people about it. And every time someone writes a review, it's literally like, oh my gosh, like you feel it. It's because it came from the heart. I think all my writing I really get so invested in it. And also it reminds me, like sometimes when I'm having a down day and I'm thinking, what am I doing with my life? I'm like, Amelia, you've published a book. That's going to be out there forever. I have kids and I can say, Mum wrote a book. If I ever become a grandma, I could be like, Granny wrote a book. And I can tell them what the book is. And yeah, so I just can't explain it. I feel like the luckiest person in the world sometimes. And then I've got another book coming out. Someone pinch me. When did you start writing Every Colour of You and what gave you the idea for it? Oh, when I was about 17, 16. I was in a very sad place. Or maybe I was about 17, 18. I was struggling really hard with my anxiety. I wanted to explore the mind through someone who was struggling, but it be very honest. I didn't want it to be portrayed like romantic. I didn't want it to be portrayed like, oh my God, goals. I wanted it to be very real, very raw, and annoying at times, frustrating, because I think that is the reality of mental health. You can love someone, but they can hurt you very deeply, but then you also understand their aspect of what their feelings are going through. But also with Zoe, it was very like, you know, someone can be perfect, happy on the outside, but you don't know what's going on in the inside, and you don't know everything that they're going through. And I think also, like, I think social media plays a big part on that. Like, you know, you see all these people on social media, but you don't actually know what they're going through. And I think, like, Zoe is the epitome of social media, you know, putting a front on, being happy, being like, oh my gosh, she dresses so cool, oh my gosh, she must be so confident, oh my gosh, she's so annoyingly happy. I wanted to write a love story where the main plot wasn't about the love story. The love was the secondary plot. Oh, so many books! Questions, I love it. What are your favourite types of books to read? I like books that make me cry. I love books that, like, I think and I feeling about them like days after. I love books that I'm like, oh my gosh, someone else needs to read that. And I kind of feel like maybe I want to write books like that. I don't know if I do, but I just love books that's just in your head and you're just like, I'm so lucky I've experienced that read. Do you plan to bring out more books after this one? Yes, I would love to write children's stories. I would love to do that. I think it'd be really cool if, like, me and Grace could write children's stories. We could write together, or Grace does the illustrations, I write the stories. I recently wrote a story for Pete's niece when we couldn't see her in lockdown, and it was like a cute, happy story, but with like an underlying serious message and the whole situation that's happened, but for, you know, a 7-year-old. 8, she's 8 now. Yeah, so I'd love to write children's stories. I'd love to keep writing like women's fiction / young adult. It's actually weirdly controversial. Some people think my books are young adult and some people think it's adult fiction. I don't know. I just say anyone can read it, whoever it's perfect for. But I just want to keep writing. I have so many ideas in my head. I want you guys to experience them. I will just do whatever I can do to keep writing. It is my absolute dream. And I feel lucky that I found what I love in life, because some people don't. And yeah, I found it and this is it. When did you lose your virginity? I lost my virginity when I was 19. Some people may think that's old. I felt like it was old. I was very inexperienced. But actually felt really right for me now, looking back. But I don't think it matters. I don't really think it matters at all. There's no age limit on it. It's literally when you're ready. Are you nervous about your new book being released? I am very nervous. And obviously this situation's a little bit different. I'm nervous it's gonna flop. So Every Colour of You didn't flop, but it didn't do like amazing in sales. But I wasn't expecting that. I'm a young author. However, I'm worried that people who liked Every Colour of You won't like The Missing Pieces of Me. However, every book is different and I need to stop thinking about that. I just need to focus on the fact I've got another book coming out. And for people who might have not liked Every Colour of You, they might like The Missing Pieces of Me. And everybody's different. I am nervous. I've had some mixed reviews on it and I haven't had many reviews because of this current situation. It's not that easy to review because it's only available in PDF form and not everyone wants to read PDFs. I actually struggle reading PDFs, so I don't blame anybody who can't read PDFs. I don't blame anybody. But I'm really, really, really nervous. Maybe I'm like a one-trick pony, that's what I worry about. But I think self-doubt is probably very common in authors. I'm still an author in the very beginning stages, you know. I'm not that well known as an author, but who knows? Who knows? Are there any big changes you want to make in your life, e.g. moving cities, going to uni? I really want to buy a house. I think that would be a big thing for me. I would love to buy it with Pete. That is our plan. So yeah, buying a house would be amazing. Obviously, it's not that easy. Where I live in Surrey, house prices are quite expensive. But, you know, if you've got a dream, make it work, save up. I've been saving quite a bit in lockdown, which has been good. I think my anxiety has helped me in that sense. I haven't been ordering any clothes because I'm scared. I'm scared about it. So, yeah, I think that's what I want to do. I want to buy a house. I'm not that sort of person. I wish I was. Like, I've been recently watching Below Deck and I'm like, maybe I'd like that. Maybe I'd like that lifestyle, but I can't. I'm not independent like that. I feel like maybe it'd be good for me, but I'm not that sort of person. I like the idea of having a house. I like the idea of getting married. I like the idea of settling down with kids. I love that idea. I almost wish I did go travelling when I was younger, because I know I wouldn't now. Even going travelling on holiday sometimes is quite a big deal for me. So I think that's all the questions I'm going to answer for today. I don't want this video to go on too long, but I really, really, really enjoyed answering these questions. Maybe we could do it more often. I've missed chatting to you guys, missed actually getting myself ready, even though my hair's a bit of a mess. But it's just been nice. I feel like you guys are chatting to me. So my camera died on me, didn't it? So what I was saying, if you pre-order it, honestly means more than you will ever know, and I really appreciate you, and I just appreciate all your support. Honestly, every time someone tags me in a comment on my book, a quote, I just wish I could explain how much it makes me feel so good, and I just love all your support. Any other videos you want to see from me and Grace, let me know. I'll link my new book down below. Grace's blog post is really great. She's really blogging at the moment and she's doing some amazing posts, so check that out. And yeah, we'll speak soon. Bye.